But first to the federal government's Respect Matters campaign and the bewildering bonkers education materials that are meant to teach school-aged children about consent. Just have a look at this madness.
To cross into the action zone, both people must agree.
Do you want to try my milkshake?
Yes, I do.
Is it better than yours?
You know, I think I prefer mine.
But what happens when one person takes action without an agreement?
You do, huh? Well, drink it. Drink it all.
What are you doing?
Drink it all.
This is what we call moving the line. When a person imposes their will on you, it's as if they were moving the yes line over the maybe zone or the end zone, ignoring your rich inner world and violating your individual freedoms and rights. And that's not good.
Confused? Well, maybe this will clear it up.
To cross into the action zone, both people must agree.
Do you want to try my milkshake?
Yes, I do.
Is it better than yours?
You know, I think I prefer mine.
But what happens when one person takes action without an agreement?
It only got worse, trust me. You don't want to watch that again. I don't know what they were thinking. I've got to admit, after a second viewing, I started wondering if the ad's creators were on some potent variety of medicinal marijuana. How else does one explain that craziness? Using lame euphemisms and bizarre analogies to teach teenagers about consent? This is an issue that deserves to be treated with the utmost seriousness. The teaching material should be clear, evidence-based, and not presented as some big fat joke, a confusing, unfunny joke at that. The consent ads were targeted at students in year 10 to 12, but anyone with a television has in recent weeks been subjected to the equally absurd Stop It at the Start campaign, where a bloke yelling out, "You're playing like a girl at a soccer match," and 10-year-olds fighting in the backyard are presented as examples of dangerous attitudes to women that lead to violence.
That's it. Oh, man up, you're playing like a girl.
What's wrong with playing like a girl?
Stop! I said stop!
He needs to stop doing that.
I said stop it!
He probably dislikes her.
Stop!
That doesn't matter. There's no excuse.
Yeah, we need to chat with him.
Hey, come here, please.
We all have the power to end violence. If you see disrespect, unmute yourself.
What a load of rubbish. That ad will do nothing to stop violence against women, but manages to demonise young boys and conflate serious issues around the treatment of women with nonsensical tripe aimed at policing speech that is neither dangerous or sexist. And frankly, the creative forces behind the commercial are clearly lacking for ideas, because the government ran an almost identical commercial with the same scenarios but different actors 5 years ago. Have a look.
You pop those down there. You're okay. Just did it because he likes you.
Don't try like a girl, mate. Come on.
Violence against women starts with disrespect. The excuses we make allow it to grow.
That campaign cost taxpayers upwards of $30 million and did precisely nothing in reducing violence towards women. Why are our taxes continuously being squandered on idiotic campaigns based on radical gender theory, junk research and ideological indoctrination? Funding should be devoted to tackling violence where it's most prevalent, not endless public campaigns that do nothing meaningful in the short or long term beyond cheapening an issue of critical importance. Now, thankfully, the two of the bonkers consent ads we showed you at the start with the milkshakes and end zones have been spiked after an outcry from state leaders, stakeholders and even teenagers. But the stop it at the start ads will continue, with the federal government pledging more than $16 million up to 2022 towards the campaign. You'll keep seeing those ads for some time yet. In a saner world, those funds would be redirected to communities where rates of violence against women are in epidemic proportions. That would save lives.